So it's really looking at the data, understanding member behaviors, understanding benefits, resources, and all of those things that are already embedded, and making the most out of them, or getting the most out of that as well. So that's one experience where we really had to sit down and look at reasons and find commonalities amongst the membership to then deploy specific messages, or messages that were specific and relevant to that person, right? So if I tell you something that's relevant to you, it's going to mean more than if it's just a, drop out of thin air message about something that doesn't matter. So that was really a key piece of that kind of retention play as well, is making sure that those messages and communications were tailored and specific to the individual. So I know we had kind of talked before too, of we have people also that learn differently, consume content differently. We're not quite as cool as TikTok yet, but I think that it's coming. But we have streaming health education, right? And people they're seeking, kind of health medical advice on these streaming devices, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, Reels, etc. So also understanding that healthcare consumers are still just that. They are consumers. They're choosing how to consume information. They're choosing how and where to spend their money, whether it be their health plan or their provider groups. So being able to reach folks with different types of information, as opposed to just maybe a text, email, or print, being able to share short stories with them and relevant to their own demographics too, right? So it's maybe a young adult male speaking to a young adult male, as opposed to an older female talking to someone in a younger generation. Or so we're able to pull in kind of some of those generational gaps, cultural sensitivity, different language preferences as well, which all I think lead back to that experience, right? When you're speaking to someone as an individual in their own language on the channels and the platforms in which they want to consume that information, you're going to tend to see much better, not only outcomes and whatever the objective is that you're asking that person to do, but also just the overall experience, right? Because it means something and matters to them as an individual.
That's such a rich experience share that you've provided, Reeva. Thank you so much. For our viewers who may not be as savvy with patient journey or the customer journey world that I know you and I live in, I wanted to just double click on a few items. So, when you talked about identifying a key pain point on that additional payment that a lot of patients, a lot of members were getting hit with, in the customer journey vernacular, that was a key pain point that you identified. And I wanted our viewers to note, that is one of the key benefits of doing any kind of customer journey or patient journey work. Not only are you looking to get a holistic view of the customer or the member or the patient journey that you are trying to better understand, but at the same time, what's also key is to be on the lookout for some of these key pain points. Reeva, as you know, these pain points often are nothing more than just moments of truth that were not paid attention to, and they were allowed to become pain points. And, you and your team through this research were able to uncover this. And like you said, it also had an attrition play that was going on that you were able to uncover and turn around to your advantage. I want our viewers to also understand that is one of the benefits of doing this type of work, where if you can uncover these moments of truth, and if they've become pain points, then if you can, also identify ways in which those pain points can be turned around to your advantage. I mean, this kind of patient journey, member journey work, as you know, Reeva, it becomes the gift that keeps on giving. In your case, the key business advantage was obviously not just taking away that pain point of that additional dollar amount that patients were getting stuck with, but then using it to your advantage to remove that attrition play that was going on. That is something that we recommend also in our practice, is focus on these moments of truth, because these are also the key moments how one key stage of the customer or the patient or the member, how their journey stages are connected to each other. And focusing on these, Reeva, as you know, is so critical, because if you don't focus on these pain points, well, guess what? A competitor will.
Mhm.
And the patient, or the member in your case, will move to the next stage in their journey, in their buying journey, holding that competitor's hand. So that is, what is really important about focusing on these and uncovering them and using them strategically to convert and guide the journey in your favor, as you did. So I know you mentioned it, and like I said, a lot of these things are so commonsensical to you, but I want our viewers who may not have had your level of experiences with patient journey or member journey work to better understand how and what you had achieved in this wonderful experience share. That's why I labeled it as wonderful, because I saw, wow, this was fantastic.